Well, the story didn't change, so we can.
Yeah, exactly. All right, good deal. Okay, we're recording right now. Now I'm gonna kind of start over a little bit and give people, the reason why we're doing this. We don't want this to be misconstrued.
Right.
This is nothing. The story is not anything to. It's not clickbait. It's not something for people just to click on. My thing is, I've had medical conditions in my past that you and I talked about. I had a brain tumor back in 2002 that subsequently was healed by going to a church service. And it's the first time I ever said anything about this on camera or to anybody. But I felt like that it was good for you to know that. And
yeah, I appreciate you
sharing. Maybe it's good for people to know that. I don't know. I mean, you and I both have gone through some stuff, dude, and we're still here. So there's something for us to do. And I think the whole thing with what you're going to be going through, with your life, it's going to get better. I've got full confidence in the powers that be, and the doctors are controlled by God, is what I believe. And so we're just going to get to it. I just want you to feel comfortable. Say it however you want to say it. Just make sure it comes from the heart. So if somebody sees this and they think that, maybe something's going on with them or whatever, maybe it'll help somebody. Who knows? But like I said, earlier I was talking to Jeremy Garrett from the String Dusters this morning about a totally different situation. And he was really I felt like that Jeremy really felt like that this was something special, that he needed to just let you know that he was thinking about you, and his whole family was. So, I mean, I'm sure you've had a lot of people from the community all over it and trying to help you and praying.
It's been absolutely incredible. I mean, people I don't even know, never met, never talked to, have reached out, and of course, my friends and family, but just people all over the bluegrass community have been absolutely incredible. People all over the world have reached out and said they're praying for me, and without that, who knows, where I'll be. The power of prayer is real, and the fact that I'm here, sitting here talking, is a testament to that.
Gotcha. Well, man, I guess just start from wherever you're comfortable starting with, but just keep in mind we're going to try to give everybody a good picture in their mind of what happened and how it all came about. So,
well, I'll do my best. I was asleep for a lot of this story, but I'll try and I've been since filled in on a lot of what happened. But what I can tell you is that everything kind of happened on Halloween night. It's a Saturday, October 31st, and that day and the day before, something was going on in my right ear. I don't really know what it was. It was just a weird feeling I was having. And that night, everything just got worse. I don't mean to give too many gruesome details, but I was getting sick. My head was hurting. I couldn't even stand up. I called one of my good friends, and him, his girlfriend, my cousin, came into my apartment. I live in Lillington, North Carolina. And they came in, I was laying on the floor. They said, "Tyler, can we call the ambulance now?" I said, "Yes, please."
Something's wrong. Please do.
Yeah, please call. So they took me to the hospital there in Lillington. And at that point, that's all I remember. From that night, I woke up a few days later, and I was in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, UNC Hospital. And I remember a guy standing there looking at me. He said, "Do you know what happened?" I said, "No." He said, "You had a brain aneurysm, but you don't anymore." This is the part that I've since been filled in on. Like I said, I went to sleep Saturday night. On Sunday, I'd since been flown to UNC Chapel Hill Hospital, and they tried a less invasive method, which they decided because of the size and location of it would have just made things worse.
Right.
So they said Monday morning they were going to do surgery to go in and get it out, which my parents were, obviously worried. They didn't know if they should wait that long, and they said, is it safe to wait until Monday? This was Sunday, and they said, well, we don't want just anybody on this. I think they used the phrase, we need the A team on this.
There you go.
And the lead surgeon was, I'm scared I want to mess her name up, but Dr. Sasaki Adams was her name, and she was incredible. My father asked her, he said, is this even possible? And she said, oh yes, this is what I do. She was very confident. She had, steps that she would take. She said, I'll try this. If this doesn't work, I'll do this. A few hours later after the surgery, she came in and said, I got it. And then
she had a plan, buddy. She had a plan absolutely. When she walked in the door.
And then a few days later, I woke up with the worst haircut I've ever had.
I still got mine,
Yeah. They cut my hair in only the places they needed to get to, so I would look like the worst case of male pattern baldness ever. But and since then I've been healing. They recommended I get like physical therapy or occupational therapy, speech therapy, things like that.
Right.
When you go in, they give you like an assessment. The occupational speech said I didn't even need to come back.
That's good.
Which is very good. And as far as the physical therapy goes, it's just some balance issues, where it was right in the part of the brain that goes like your balance and coordination. So, but even that's going extremely well. I'm beyond blessed, and I said earlier, the power of prayer is real. People all over the world have been praying, and it's evident. And I'm so thankful for that. And and I've told people, they ask me how I'm feeling, and I say, and I may make a joke, like I'll say, like my skull's been cut open or something like that. But the truth is, I'm doing incredibly well, and to anyone who hears this that's been praying, I just thank you to everybody. Thank the good Lord that I'm here. And I'm not gonna lie, there are some things that are still frustrating. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but there's some issues with my face. I'm still deaf in my right ear. That was when I woke up. I was deaf in this ear, and that had to do because the aneurysm was right between the two nerves that works the right ear and this side of my face.
Oh, gotcha.
They say that all that's going to go away. They say that'll in a few weeks that should,
right.
My hearing will come back, and they think I'll be fully recovered. Which praise God for that. It could have been so much worse.
Oh yeah. So are you picking any?
Yes, I've played about it.
That's great news too.
Yeah, I'm trying to at least. They won't let me. I am a banjo player. They won't let me pick up more than 10 pounds. So whenever I do play the banjo, my mom or dad has to hand it to me.
That's all right.
Yeah, I'm playing, guitar, and I made a joke. I might as well learn to play the mandolin. That's under 10 pounds more or less.
There you go. It could be a sign. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's really cool being able to put, you and I have had a lot of text messages and things like that. And it's really good to put the face with the person. And, I think that's going to help some people out there understand, what has happened, and that you're okay, and that you're going to be okay. And I'm just overjoyed that you sat down with us and let us know exactly what happened. And there's no, this is firsthand information, man, straight from the guy, And,
I guess you'd call it firsthand. I've, some of this I've learned. I didn't. But it's certainly been. it hasn't been easy. I am doing very well. You know, I am very, very blessed. That is without a doubt the truth. But it's been an ordeal, and I'm so appreciative of everybody that's reached out. People have sent food. People have said if I need anything, you know, and some of my, you know, musical heroes have sent Facebook messages and commented on Facebook posts saying,
Can I ask who, or is that personal?
Well, no, it's, you know, it's not necessarily personal, you know. And what's awesome about bluegrass is a lot of these people I'm friends with, you know. But Junior Sisk has said, you know, wrote a very emotional Facebook post. Shannon Slaughter's commented. One of my best friends in music and definitely one of my heroes, Steve Dilling, me and him were FaceTiming the other day, which he's been very much like a mentor to me. Wow. Just all these people in music I've looked up to have been reaching out and checking on me, and it's been awesome.
That's amazing. Well, man, I'm so glad that things turned out in a positive way for you. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a rough road ahead, but I think, you know, the way you're speaking right now, man, I think you've got all the faith in the world, and I think you're probably going to be able to pull this off, man. So just, you know, I'll just speak from personal experience. I'm a little bit older than you. We won't say how much, but you know, just take it slow and do what you got to do. Listen to these guys, and you'll get through this. There's a reason for this, and you'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's a lot of the advice I've been given is, you know, just be patient, and you know, and a friend of mine told me recently, thankfulness takes the sting out of adversity.
Oh yeah.
And that's definitely the truth. And I've been trying to keep that in mind, you know, especially when I get frustrated, like why ain't I better already, you know? And I was talking about people that have reached out to me. Keith McKinnon, banjo player for Third Time Out,
right?
Sent me a message, you know, which me and him, I've known him for a while, you know, but he's sent me a message, and one of the things he said was, man, just take it slow and be patient. Don't get frustrated.
That's right.
And it's sometimes I'll be honest, it does get frustrating at times, but I'm trying to just keep in mind it could be so much worse. You know,
that's true.
I could not be here.
Exactly.
I could be still unconscious. I could still be in the hospital, but I'm walking around. I can still play. You know, I play a whole lot of guitar, or at least I've tried to. I'm not sure if you can call it playing, but I can still play the banjo and stuff, and it could be so much worse. So,
well, I'm glad to know you. I'm glad to know the strength that you've got. It's helped me today just to talk to you, and I'm sure, you know, whoever's going to be watching this is going to have the same feelings about everything. But just I'll give you you know, a little bit of advice. You know, I had to deal with about the same thing you did, and it took me a while to get over what I had to go through. I had to go through brain surgery and things like that. And actually, the brain surgery that I had to go through was extensive, and it didn't work. So when I came home, I was really in the crapper. I was trying to be happy about things, and it was tough. But I totally understand where you're at, and if there's anything that I can do for you personally, you got my contact information. Just give me a holler, man. We'll do whatever we can. But thanks so much for sitting down with me today. And
thank you for having me.
Just try to get you some rest, man, and make this thing something positive if you can. I know it's tough to see that right now, but in a few years you'll look back and, you know, see it in a different light, I'm sure. So
yeah, you know, and you know, hindsight changes a lot of things.
Sure does.
So it's something positive comes from this, I'll be worth it, you know.
It will. Don't worry about it, man. Well, dude, take it easy, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Right. Tyler, if you need us, let us know, brother. Just keep us updated online, and keep everybody updated online.
Yeah.
If whatever we need to do to help you out, we'll shoot at it. You know, we'll do our best. So
yeah, I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, man. Hey, Rick Dollar, we've been live with Tyler Jackson, and keep him in your prayers. He's a good fella.
Appreciate it.
No problem, buddy. I'll do a little bit of editing, not very much. You know, we'll do